making a video.
You can tell me that I'm not, and I put that on everything, cause I gotta get to the bag. They tryna block where it's at. Oh God, they all gon' be mad when I pull up with the rap.
You okay, each? Okay.
Hey y'all, so this first part was me trying to record with my nephew in the room, but that did not work out. So the second half is the part that I redid. So yeah.
Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing a DEP tag because I leave for basic training in 2 weeks. I don't know how to feel, honestly. I'm nervous and excited at the same time. Nervous because I obviously don't want to leave my family, my nephew, my mom, my grandma, all those good people, my brother, my aunts, uncles, my family. You get what I'm saying. I'm excited because I'm ready to get this experience. I'm ready to start my career, start, my life, start making a living, And also in this video, I was going to talk about why I joined the Air Force, why the Air Force, why that branch, and also why just joining the military in general. So yeah, that'll be after I answer the 10 questions. I'll answer that after. I wrote down the questions in this, this little coloring book or whatever, but it's fine, It's the only thing I can find at the moment. My notebook is somewhere. So let's get started. Question number 1. Name, age, and height. My name is Kristen Taylor. I am 19 years old and I am 5'4". Question number 2. Ship date, rank, and DEP date. So for DEP date, I'm guessing that means the day that you got into DEP. So yeah. Ship date. My ship date is May 28th, 2019. So literally 2 weeks from now. Next Tuesday, I'll be heading to BMT. My rank will be a E1, and DEP date, I got into DEP March 11th. Yeah, March 11th. Question number 3, active or reserve? I will be active duty. Question number 4, of where are you shipping from? So I will be shipping from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, but I will be flying out from New Orleans, Louisiana. So the New Orleans airport, but I'm from Baton Rouge. Question number 5, best and worst part about DEP. So the best part to me about DEP would probably be the app that they give you to prepare for BMT. Like, it's so useful. Basically, they just have everything that you think you might need to prepare for BMT. Like, they have an instructional video showing you literally how to properly march, how to stand at attention, parade, rest, things like that. They have the Air Force song on there for you to memorize. They just have a lot of good stuff. They have the rankings. You can take quizzes on the rankings, military time. It's just a lot of good stuff. Honestly, that's all I can say about it. And the worst part about DEP. Well, actually, no. Going back, the best part still. I like that we only have to meet one Monday out of the month, but we meet every first Monday of the month. And here's where the worst part comes in for me, at least. So when we meet, we obviously, do training and workout and stuff. And the laps is honestly the worst part for me. The way that the park that we run around is huge. It's like the combination of a park, an actual park, and a baseball field. So we run around that whole thing twice. And by the second time, it's a little difficult, running is not my strong suit. Like, I'm not bad at running, but I don't enjoy it at the same time, which is bad because I obviously want to remain healthy and stay active and stuff like that. But just running for me, I guess maybe because I haven't in a long time, that is so hard. But it's gotten easier, so I'm not as bad as I was when I started before I got in DEP. So I've gotten a little bit better. So for me, that was the worst part about DEP. But honestly, everything else was good. Okay, question number 6. parents' reaction. So my mom, she's totally cool with, she's actually one of the reasons why I decided to join the Air Force. She was very supportive. When I wanted to go to the recruiter's office, she was there with me. She sat down and talked with him with me. She was just super supportive throughout the whole thing. Also, the rest of my family was super supportive. So that was, I was relieved about that, or relieved for that. I'm grateful for them and everything that they sacrificed for me. But yeah, they were a big part in my decision in going. So yeah, my parents' reaction, they were cool with it. They were good. They were like, they just want me to better myself and better my life and just have a good life. And they know that the military will be able to do that for me. Well, I'll have better opportunities to do that in the military. Question number 7, memorable experience at MEPs. MEPs. The first day of MEPs, I was already caught off guard because the day that we left, I had to go take the TAPIS and the ASVAB. But I didn't know that on the same day that I was leaving was the same day that I was going to take it until the day that I was leaving came. The TAPIS was easy. It's like a personality test, but it was what it was. The ASVAB, I scored a 60, which is, and keep in mind that I didn't study at all, which I should have, but I didn't study because I didn't feel like I needed to, honestly, but I should have, and I would have got a higher score. But I'm completely fine with the job that I have. What else? Something else about MEPS. The waiting. It wasn't as bad as people said it was. Maybe because the group that I went to MEPS with was smaller than other people I've heard gone. Like, it was a group of about maybe 15 to 20 of us. Like, it wasn't a lot at all. It wasn't like 50 people there. The New Orleans MEPS is, I guess it's slightly, it's a big building, but it's slightly, I guess it gets slightly less people than they would in like California or Texas, you know. Like, it's a lower amount of people I feel that go to MEPS annually, if that makes sense. Probably not, but it wasn't a lot of people, and it went by sort of quick, especially because it was only 3 girls there, me and 2 other girls. So we went in before the guys and we got everything done. Basically, our waiting came towards the end when we had to wait for everyone else to get back on the shuttle to get back to where we live. Okay, something else memorable was the swearing in. That part for me, it was like confirmation, like, this is what you're doing, like, you can't go back now, like, this is what you got yourself into. And be proud that you made this decision, because less than 1% or 1% of the population choose to do this, and you're part of that 1%. So yeah. And question number 8, something I'll miss. Actually, there's a few things, obviously, that I'll miss. I'll miss my family so much, because honestly, I've never been more than like 2 days away from my family. Like, it's never been longer than that, a week maybe. I've never not been in contact with my family, so I'll definitely miss them. That's probably going to be the hardest part for me. Something else I'll miss, the food. The home cooked food, I will miss it so much. Guys, like, my stomach's growling right now, bro. Like, you just don't understand, guys. Like, home cooked Louisiana food is the best. Literally the best. I'll miss my seafood, because I feel like everywhere else I've been, seafood just has not tasted the same. Like, not this, it's just not the same as Louisiana. So I'll miss my family firsthand, and I'll miss the food here. Question number 9, something I'm looking forward to. So recently I found a group chat full of people who are shipping on May 8th, and I was like, yes. Guys, I was scrolling on every YouTube video about BMT to find people who were shipping on May 28th, and I came across this comment. I was scrolling down, I forgot which video exactly, but I was scrolling down the comments and I seen somebody say they were leaving May 28th, and I was like, oh, I'm leaving May 28th too. So I commented, and then they comment back and they were like, you should join the group me. So I was like, okay, I got you. I was so nervous that once I got to the airport and the bus, or you know, on the way to MEPs, on the way to BMT, that I wouldn't know anybody. So I wanted to at least get to know people and their names and get familiar with people. So once I found that group chat, I was like, yes. So getting to the point of the question, one thing I'm looking forward to is meeting the people that are in the group chat, or meeting the people that I'll be spending 2 months with and graduating with. So that's something I'm looking forward to. Question number 2. What are you doing? Wait, how are you preparing for BMT? So something that I was doing when, like I said, I wasn't able to do barely 1 push-up. So I got some help from one of my friends, and they were like, okay, so this is how you do a push-up, blah, blah, blah. Because keep in mind, I could never do a push-up. I never had to do push-ups because I just never had to do push-ups. And I never took PE because I was in band, all that good stuff. So I never had to do push-ups. One of my friends, they explained to me how to do push-ups, which is sad, I know. I know, it's sad. I just started working on it from there. Like every night, well, the first night, I just did 1 push-up. Like I worked on my form and I did 1 push-up. And then the nights after that, I just started adding to it. Like I did 1 push-up one night, 2 push-ups, 3 push-ups, and if I felt like I could do more, then I did more. Basically, that's what I did to work on it, and eventually I got up to 20. Well, consistently I can do about 10 or 13, and then I have to like catch my breath, and then I can, you know, finish up to at least 20. Sit-ups for me, they aren't that hard. For me, at least. I can do a good amount of push-ups. I can do a good amount of sit-ups. Reasonable amount of time. So yeah. Running, I've definitely been working on my form. You know, breathing, that's the thing for me. For running is my breathing. I need to work on that. Once I get that down, I feel like I'll be good. Because when I'm running, I feel like I get so out of breath so quickly, and I think that's where my problem comes. So I've been working on my breathing pattern and just running in general, like the correct form of running. So like I said, at the end of answering those questions, I was going to answer the question of why I chose to join the military, why I chose to join the Air Force. The reason why I chose to join the military in general was because I was in college. I stayed for about a year, but it just didn't feel right to me. Like, not the going like to school part or anything, but I guess my surroundings in the college that I chose to go to, for me, wasn't a good fit. It was very distracting, very hard to keep my mind focused because there were so many distractions. For me, I wasn't used to those kind of things. Like, I wasn't used to like people partying all the time and just being out there. I wasn't used to all of that. Like, I never went to a party, nothing like that. There were so many things distracting me. It was keeping me from my main goal of going there, which was to go to school and get my degree. Like, at the time, I didn't think that's what was right for me at the time. But now, fast forward literally a year later, I never would have thought that I would have joined the military. Never in a million years. Like, you couldn't tell me this time last year, like, Chris, you're going to be going off to BMT and you'll be in the military. Like, you could not tell me that because I would think you were crazy. Like, me, sweet, fragile, soft-spoken Kristen in the military. Like, that's just something I did not see. But a year later, a lot of things about me have changed. My mindset is completely different from what it was a year ago. Like, I'm focused on my career. I'm focused on bettering my life for me, not only me, but for my family. So, sorry y'all, my throat was dry, though I wasn't crying. But yeah. So where was I? So yeah, I was supposed to go back spring of this year, which was January of this year, but something was telling me, like, if you go back, you're still not going to do the right thing. Like, this isn't the path that you should take. Something in the back of my mind was telling me, like, that this wasn't for me, you know? In a coincidence, my uncle, he lived in Germany for about 40 years. So literally since I was a baby, he's lived, and before that, he's lived in Germany with his wife. So recently they moved back home, and he was just telling me a whole bunch of stuff about the military, and he retired after 20 years. So he was telling me about his experience in the military and which branches he would choose for me. And he was in the Army, and he said that the Air Force would be a good fit for me. So I looked into it. Me and my mom went to the recruiter's office. We spoke to him, and I was very happy with what I was hearing. After everything he told me that day, I went back home. I thought about it for a few weeks, and we called him back, and I was like, this is what I want to do. And he was like, are you sure that you want to join the Air Force? Before I went to MEPs, like, every time I would visit, he would ask me to make sure that, this is what I wanted to do, because, I understand that some people go there and, they say they want to do it, and then later they change their mind. But for me, I was determined. Like, I felt it deep inside of me. I felt like the Air Force is something that I want to do. I went to MEPs and everything. I got that done, and yeah, it was just smooth sailing from there. And now, fast forward a few months, preparing to go to BMT in 2 weeks, which is crazy because time is just moving so fast. So yeah, that was my DEP tag and my questions. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Wish me luck, because I do leave in 2 weeks, and so if this isn't my last video, then the what I'm bringing to BMT video will be my last one, but this might be my last one because I am crunched for time and I'm still packing, and I just need to get everything together. So this may be my last video, but it may not, so stay tuned. I'm very nervous. I keep saying it because it's true, but I'm nervous and I'm ready. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you 2 months from now, or if I make another video, I'll see you in that video. But hopefully next time I see you guys, I'll be officially an airman. So yeah, I'll see you guys in 2 months. I'll see you guys in my next video.